Hello, my name is George Chamberlain. I'm with the Center for Responsible Seafood, and I'm here at the Aqua India Conference in Chennai. And we had a really fascinating discussion this morning about the possibility of building upon domestic consumption of seafood in India, one of the world's most populous countries. And we have the expertise of an amazing company called Fresh to Home, and Dr. Edward Danish is here. He's the Chief R&D Technology Officer with Fresh to Home. And so I'd like to ask you, Dr. Danish, could you comment on the concept of your company? And it sounds like it's sort of like an Amazon in India. I think all of our US listeners would relate to that. But I had no idea that it existed and that you're having such rapid success.
Thank you, George, for having me. So to answer your question, we are an e-platform. So that means that our customers could come and download our app, and then they could see all the offerings that we have. So we are in the fresh, chilled meat and fish. When I say fish, it is all of seafood. So this is the category we are in. So, and also when we look at fish in India, there are two kinds of fish. One is the marine fish, and also we have a very major production of freshwater fishes, which is almost like aquaculture. It is not wild. So already we have a big aquaculture fish presence in India, which is already offered on our platform.
Right. Well, some people, myself included, might jump to the assumption that India is known for its vegetarian culture, and that it might be difficult to encourage the population to consume seafood. But clearly they already are. So it's just a matter of building upon that base. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. See, first thing is that we are a big population. And second, if you look at shrimp itself, the per capita consumption of shrimp per year is only 17 grams.
17 grams.
Can you believe it?
Which is like one shrimp.
Yeah. So it is a huge market. And then when you also look at seafood as a full basket, it is less than like 2 kilos. So even there is a big scope. And in some cases, some states, again, coastal states is slightly higher where it is about 7 kilos.
Wow.
So that's the kind of potential and opportunity that is there. And for sustainable growth and for sustainable market, aquaculture is the way to go. Because in the sea, we have limited resources. And definitely as the population is growing more towards 10 billion, in the whole world, there is so much of opportunity and requirement that we need to provide fish. And it's a very easy way to get a protein,
Yes,
very affordable protein that the population can have.
And India has such expertise in the IT area, and I imagine you're harnessing that and also solving one of the big challenges, the cold chain. How to maintain that supreme quality, this perfect quality that happens at harvest and get it to the consumer. So how do you manage that?
So that is why we are not just a front-end company. We are an end-to-end technology company where right from the time we buy the product, from the product is taken, from the time we buy the product, it is put into our software system. At that point itself, the customer can see the inventory that we have. So I have bought the shrimp from you or the fish from you, and what you call the GRN is raised, it is put into my software. And so as the fish is traveling to the processing center, the customer can buy it.
Wow. So it
Can you
hasn't
beat
even
that?
been processed.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been made available yet, but already they can buy it. So you're saving time,
Yeah,
right?
you're saving time, really. And India is a big country. It takes 8 hours to really get from point to point, from the coast to the inland, to any
that's
big city. So this is the
power of
advantage.
technology.
And then we
Yes.
have a fleet of insulated vehicles, service providers. We track them with GPS, with IoT devices. So we exactly know if the truck is stopped for 10 minutes extra. Every 20 minutes we have scanning, and it gets reported.
Wow.
And your logistics manager will call him, hey, what's happening? Why are you hanging around?
And with such an enormous population, a customer base, the opportunity is just huge, isn't it?
That's the kind of technology power that we have, software. We are now mobilizing it to solve our Indian problems that we have. So
Yeah,
this
it's-
is that leverage that we are bringing to our logistics.
It's as if you're leapfrogging over existing technology. It reminds me of the old paradigm of landline phones, but then India leapfrogged just to digital technology with cell
True.
phones. And now you're leapfrogging, brick and mortar stores and going to an e-platform. It's fascinating.
And our backend is all what you call the artificial intelligence. It's a learning kind of a program. So we learn so we have a replenishment team. So the replenishment team understands from which pin code. To that extent, we know which particular product has a demand in that pin code, and we can cater to that demand, and we can replenish that particular product. To that extent, we have a very specific. So we are a very customer, oriented, or a customer requirement, company.
Yeah, so it's easy to imagine how this domestic market opportunity can really expand. I mean, maybe there's some additional things needed. Maybe there is an opportunity for more market promotion, as Manoj Sharma pointed out earlier. But with your platform, you can reach the whole country. And,
What you say is true, because India is a big country, different palate, different culture, and different tastes. So we even have an NPD, a new product development division, which specifically has chefs, which have food techs, and we are proud to tell that we are all these marinated products and ready to cook products are all preservative free, and it is clean. So even in terms of safety, all kinds of international codex has the practices, the FSC 22,000 practices and certifications, all are put in place. And we work not only just on the front end, even on the backward integration. In fact, almost all the basa fish that we sell is all grown in India. We have completely replaced imported basa fish. So we help our Indian farmers to grow these fish for us.
may I ask, do you actually contract the farmers to produce
True.
for you? Wow, that's
We
amazing.
not only contract, we also help them with good quality inputs. Like we have tried up with Grow Well for their feed, so the fish feed with good quality fish seed. And then we have technical fisheries graduates who are technical officers who go to these ponds, measure their water quality, advise on them. So this kind of support we are giving, and also we give some interest-free loan, financial support.
Yeah.
So that gets offset when we buy. So it is a rolling thing. It is not stopping. If they need to buy some equipment, we advance. So that kind of support we are giving to the farmers, and then in clusters we are organizing them. And that's a kind
That's
of, so that we are
amazing.
able to reach a product in a very cost-effective way to the market.
Just amazing. Well, thank you, Dr. Danish. Pleasure to meet you and to hear
Thank
your
you.
presentation.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so happy and best of luck with you.
Thank you.